Hi guys, my name is Sammy. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm just going to be asking you guys a few questions about COVID in your country. So let's begin. The first question is, when COVID first began, what did your country do to tackle it? Like, what were the rules that were set?
It was already hitting hard countries like Italy and Spain. So this country had the chance to prepare, and they knew what was coming, and they were able to go into a hard lockdown.
Nobody was allowed to step out of their houses. There were certain containment zones. We weren't allowed to order online also. We couldn't do that. Like online websites won't show our location.
Mhm.
So they put these like special numbers of general stores nearby, and people from there used to come and drop all the groceries and stuff outside my door.
So some countries allowed exercise for an hour. That was not allowed here. We were just to stay in our house. To go to the shop, we had to apply for a permit, and we were only allowed to go every few days.
We cannot stay outside or go walking or that kind of activities that was not available.
You were not allowed to walk your dog. So if you live like in an apartment building, you had to stay inside with your dog. Like you have like your yard, but if you were just on the other side of the fence mowing the grass, you got arrested. It's like you were not allowed to use alcohol. You're not allowed to use cigarettes. You were not allowed to buy it. It was like forbidden.
Wow, that's crazy. I can't even imagine not being able to go out for a walk. So, how did the majority of people in your country respond to these rules?
When the rules were put into place, it wasn't like, oh, can we get away with it? It was like, obey the rule. Otherwise, you're going to have fines and you might get kicked out. So I feel like here, especially in comparison to some other countries that I know, when rules are put in place and when they're enforced, people obey them.
Some people are, scared. Some people don't care. And another people is, okay, we have to do something to control this.
So, what did your country do to help those who were impacted by the pandemic? For example, for those who struggled with their jobs or couldn't afford rent, what did your country do to help them?
Independent contractors have been getting some assistance, and also at the beginning, families with children with the ages with kids under the age of 11 were getting assistance because they had to stay at home and do homeschooling.
Government is providing aid to people who are below poverty line. For them, they have their like ration sorted. They were also given a certain amount of money to get by the day.
The government did send money. Like there was millions and rand of, put into the COVID fund. But because of corruption, it never gets to the people that need them.
And what do you think that your country could have done better or should have focused on more?
The biggest problem I feel that India faced here, at least this side faced, was corruption, because hospitals were charging a lot of money for keeping the patients.
Our online is not as good as most countries. It's like some of our children don't have internet. Most of our children don't have computers or laptops or any accessible to something. Even if you can give them internet, they don't have something to use the internet with.
Yeah, I mean, as a student myself, I'm super grateful that at least my school is doing what they can to help their students out. So last question. So how do you guys think that this pandemic has changed humanity in general?
I think those who were empathetic, even before the pandemic, perhaps became more empathetic and more helpful. And those who weren't became more self-centered.
So there was the one side that was like, yeah, I want to help people who are stuck and I want to encourage and I want to like help them, let's stick together. And then you have like the other extreme of like, why aren't people obeying the rules? You need to do this, you need to do that, listen to the government.
I do see people also being more giving, like someone helping someone else, like giving food or giving clothes or allowing people to stay with them that lost their house.
Now they are a little bit more conscious, and I think so that they appreciate what they have.
2020 was a lot of about self-reflecting, I feel. So a lot of people also suffered with mental health issues, which did affect their social abilities.
Yeah, 2020 has been an absolute crazy year. Well, that's all the questions I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night for some of you guys, and stay safe out there.